feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. When it take a swim, only option is to win.
Welcome to the post-show wrap-up. This is the internet radio show Shrimp Tank, which is for entrepreneurs. We had a great entrepreneurial show today. We had our host, Thom Bolsch, and we're at Saddle River Range. We're right on 1488. We actually shot live in the studio today, and my co-host, Tom Glover, is with me here. I want to just make sure that you know that this is going to be one of the best shows that we've had on Shrimp Tank. You're going to be able to download a complete replay of the show at houston.shrimptankpodcast.com. If you have not been to this facility on 1488, you simply have to see it. It's not a gun range like you would think of a gun range. This is a unique experience. We're actually live in the Crockett room, and our guest Tom, we did a deep dive on his personal story, his career as a Secret Service agent, and then his life as an entrepreneur. And so looking around at this facility and what a wonderful, elaborate place that it is and all the different things. I mean, we shot the show in a cigar bar, and we're in the Crockett room, which is a lounge sort of area. There's showers. There's a cafe here. There's all kinds of things. It's like a little bit of
a typical gun.
No, it's like a country. It's like a gun country club. Yes. What do they call it? A country club?
Country club.
Yeah. So, Tom, tell us just a little bit about how you took this concept and launched it into, became an entrepreneur and launched it into the business that it is today.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. With the advent of the internet and Google searches, I was able to search what other companies have done around the country. And it was great to get online and see what different gun ranges did in their facility, and I could piece mine together based on what their successes were and what their offerings were. Some put full restaurants with full bars in there. Some put the archery in there, which I chose to do as well. Some put simulators in there, and I pieced mine together based on what I think the demographics of the area could support and what people would really like.
That's what I was saying earlier, is that you didn't reinvent the wheel. You took the best of what you saw around you and put it together in one operation, and you've hit the bullseye from what I can see.
Thank you.
Yeah, you had to fly around the country, spend a lot of money, do a lot of research. So, we talked on the show before about if you have 4 hours to chop down a tree to spend 2 hours sharpening the axe, and it's obvious that your planning and preparation were well executed, well conceived, and thought out. You mentioned that you had a mentor or you had a business associate that helped lead you or guide you through some of the things. Could you talk to us just a little bit about that?
Yeah, getting back to the internet, I stumbled upon a company called Range Development Services, and at the time they had built 3 or 4 ranges similar to this, and I went and called them and really picked their brains on what we could do here. I engaged them, and it's one thing to have a dream or an idea, but if you don't have somebody who's laid that out and has actually done it, it's tough to reinvent the wheel, to use that phrase. So getting with somebody who's done that before is great. The other person was a financial guy. I have a part-time CFO that really helped me with the finances, with what I would need, and dealing with banks, which we know could be a little difficult at times. So really helped with that aspect of it as well.
I think that's a key takeaway for entrepreneurs, somebody that's getting ready to plan something. Consult with experts. Don't be afraid to ask a lot of questions. And also scout out what's out there. Look at the competition. Find out what they're doing well and what they're not, and don't do the parts that they're not doing well, and put it all together in an operation like you've done here. This thing's going to go. I think this is going to take off. Your business has got huge potential from what I can see.
Well, I appreciate that. And yes, looking at what other people have done and taking the best and the greatest that works and piecing it all together, I think that really helped me, and hopefully with the success of this.
Tell our listeners just a little bit about some of the things that you get to experience out here, just besides firing a gun, such as being here in the Crockett Club and other things. You mentioned somebody's having a 60th birthday party here. You cater to ladies shooting groups. You have clubs, all sorts of things like that. Just hit on a couple of those for us.
Yeah, the events are big, especially now that we're coming up to the holiday season. We have corporate events, we have holiday events, we have charity events, birthday birthday parties, both little kid birthday parties as well as adult birthday parties. We just had a birthday party last month, and it was a veteran of the Marine Corps, and they came in and decorated this place all in the colors of the Marine Corps. And we have classrooms that we devote to the party, but then the activities is what they get to choose from. So if it's a children's party and they don't want to bring them on the shooting range, we have the archery and we have the simulator. But adult parties, most of the time, they want to go into the shooting range.
So for the moms out there, if you want to have dad join the birthday party for the kids, bring him here because he'll shoot while the kids are having their party, right?
And that's, I think, one of the great things about what Tom's done is to bring a unique experience surrounding shooting and make, it's such a growing sport, and I think you've done a fabulous job with that. Tom, tell our listeners if someone wants to come out and see the address, the website, a phone number, how would they get in touch with Saddle River Gun Range?
Yeah, we're right at 4280 FM 1488. Just north of the Woodlands in Conroe. And you could go to our website, which is www.saddleriverrange.com, all one word. You like us on Facebook. We post a lot of things on Facebook. We've only been open since November, and we have 5,000 followers already, so we're very pleased with that. We pump a lot of stuff out over there, so that's a great way to see what we do. One event that's been very popular that I should mention is every Friday night we have date night. So everything is 2 for 1. You bring your spouse or your significant other or even a friend
Bring your wife and fire up. Yeah.
Good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
So, and we also took the children's archery league that we have, which teaches beginning archery for the children that same night. So drop the children off at the archery and come enjoy date night.
Unbelievable. Should we get our wives, Tom, and double date over here?
I'm going to give it a try.
What do you think? I don't know. I think maybe I can get Kim. Kim, you listening? You want to shoot a firearm? We're right here at Saddle Ridge Gun Range. So this was a fabulous show. Don't forget you can download. You need to download the complete replay of the show, the podcast, and that is at www.houstonshrimptankpodcast.com. I'm your host, Daniel Goodwin. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank.